everybody online. Welcome. Everybody here, welcome. I noticed that my voice, for some reason, was pretty bad on the last couple videos, so I'm going to try to stick over here near the microphone. I just wanted to show you what we're doing last few classes here before we get started. We did skip Access Guided Project 3-2. We are going to do that project, not today, because we're doing 4-3 today. We are going to do Chapter 3 down here on December 4th. So we're going to do Access Chapter 3 and PowerPoint Guided Project 1-2 because they're both very short. So we will do those both on the same day. Should only take us about an hour total. Oh, here's next week. So here we go. Here are the last few classes. Everybody, we're down to the last. We're down to the last 9 sessions after today. This is on Canvas. This is in your syllabus link. Well, here we are. I handed you all this at the start of the class. So next week, we're going to do the lecture for Chapter 12 in Computing Essentials. And we are not going to have class on Thursday. I know I got messages about that, but that's next week. Then I'm going to finish the content for Computing Essentials on December 2nd. That means that you have been given all 13 chapters. Exam 4, for those that need it, it is available. As a hint, you need to have completed all 4 exams for your final exam. If that's not a hint for you as to why you need to finish all 4 exams for your final exam, because the final exam contains what questions? It comes from where? I just gave you the answer. The final exam comes from the 4 exams total. So, yes, complete all 4 exams before the final exam. That is my... And if you did awesome on the first 3 exams, and you can't improve your grade because we dropped the lowest score, then you can just click Submit Quiz, take your 0, and then your entire score in Canvas will be accurate at that point, once you've completed the 4th exam. So if you don't need the 4th exam, just click the button, get the answers. That's all I got to tell you. Just do that. Let me continue. So, again, on December 4th, we're going to do the 3rd Access project, the one that I purposely skipped, I guess. And we're going to do that with PowerPoint Chapter 1 because that's a really, really short one. Then, the week of the 9th, from then on, it's just all lab. So the last 2 PowerPoint projects in week 16. Then the final exam, 10 o'clock a.m. sharp. So, the only other clue I'm going to give you on the final exam, I already gave you the first clue, so you know where it all comes from already. I'm going to give the people that show up here an advantage on the final exam. The people that want to stay at home and take it will not get. The exam will remain open for 2 hours and 2 hours only, 10 o'clock to noon. So, yes, because that's what the final exam is supposed to be. If you are over 1,260 points by December 16th, you do not have to take the final. You are exempt from the final because you've already got your grade. But if you want to be here for it, you are more than welcome to join me because I'm going to be here whether there's one person here or whether the whole class is here. So the final exam for those, and yes, I'm talking to you directly, people at home. If you want to take the final at home, you can. But it will open at 10, it closes at noon, because that's what a final exam is supposed to do. So, and for each and every person that is here for the final, I get to call you up individually after you've taken your exam. I will have all your grades right here in front of me. And I will talk with each and every one of you about what your final grade is, or if you still have stuff left to turn in. Yes, if you have stuff left to turn in, you still have through that Friday. The content is still available through that Friday. So our final is on Tuesday. After Friday, it all shuts down. So Friday the 19th, that's the advantage of having a class early in the week, is that you still have those extra 3 days to cram in whatever you need to achieve your final grade. Again, 980 is the C, 1120 is the B, 1260 is the A. Anything below 980, you're retaking the course. All right, enough of that noise. So there you go. I showed you that. All right, here we go. On to Access Guided Project 4-3. What do I do first?
Enable editing.
Well, I got to download the file first, right? Then I probably should open it, right? Okay, that's probably a good idea. All those people that showed up a little bit later, I just bought you all that time doing that. You're welcome. Okay, so, and yes, on the videos, my face is now down in the area, the white area over there on the left, so I'm not blocking the bottom and I'm not blocking the rest of it. All right, enable content. Yes, thank you. That's what we're supposed to click on. All right, everybody. So I haven't talked about queries yet, and I'm not going to until 2 weeks from today. I talked about queries in my Chapter 11 lecture, and we use queries to search on data. We're going to be creating queries in that third Access chapter. We'll do that in 2 weeks. But today we're going to be dealing with a report. And like I told people who showed up early, whatever I tell you today, please don't do that in real life. Please. You'll see why in just a minute. All right. Oh, and if you're not good at shift clicking, like holding down shift and clicking stuff today, there's going to be a problem. Like, you're going to have one. So remember, we're going to hold down shift or we're going to click. And I'll show you exactly where to do it. Here we go, everybody. We're starting with, yes, we're already starting with step 4. So they want us to right-click the Pets Without Matching Owner report. That's a really long name for a report. And we're going to choose Layout View from the menu that appears. So here we go, everybody. Right-clicking the report. And we're going to choose Layout View. And boom, this report appears. Okay, what do you not like about the report already? I know everything, but I mean, like, what's like the one glaring thing?
The way it's all squished together.
It is all squished together, you're right. Especially this column. I mean, look at all that dead space that we have. So I suppose we should probably fix that, right? Now, everybody, this is my disclaimer to you. Everything that you're about to do, again, do not do this in real life. Please just drag the columns. If you're going to adjust the column widths, just drag it. Don't do what we're doing today, please. Okay, I'll shut up about that now. So we're going to change this to a landscape orientation. We've done this before. So we're going to click the Page Setup tab. That's step 5A. Step 5B, we're going to click the Landscape button. So let's go up here to this Page Setup tab, all the way over here on the right. And we're just going to simply change Portrait to Landscape. So do we have a little bit more space now to play with?
A little.
Yes, a little. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Step 6. You're all like, things are going so well so far. I know, we're flying through this, right? We won't in a few moments. So here we go. Oh, okay. Before we begin, I would like you to do step C first. Step C, which says what?
Press F4.
Press F4. So on your keyboard, top of keyboard, F4, or function 4. Brings up the property sheet. So, everybody, please pay close attention to this. For the next several steps, we are going to be putting in 2 values. It's two values into this property sheet. We're going to be putting in a value for left, and we're going to be, all I did was click Page Setup, Landscape, and push the F4 key to make this appear. You're in the wrong layout. Close that. Right click. Layout view. Yeah, you're in design view. Why is this thing so big? Get that right. No. Right. Now, F4. Okay, first let's click. You already did Page Setup, you already did that. Okay, now try it. Okay. Now try it. There's the property sheet. All right. So we're going to be adjusting function F. Isn't there like an extra key on your keyboard? Is it function F4? Okay, this is the long one. All right. So let's go to, let's try here, property sheet. That's how you get to it. All right. So for those of you that can't use your function key, it's the Report Layout Design tab, and then Property Sheet. It's this one, and then Property Sheet over on the right, if you don't have an F4 key. All right, so back to what I was saying. For the next many, many steps, because we're going to be rinsing and repeating here, for every column, we're going to be adjusting every one of these columns manually. Instead of dragging them like we would do in real life, we're going to be putting in values in the left, for left, and we're going to be putting in values for width. And then, on one of the columns, we're going to be doing left, width, and height. So let's do this one at a time. They want us to start from the right column and move the right column all the way over here first, and then move color, gender, age, breed, like we're basically going backward. All right, so here we go. So when I talk about a text box, everybody, please pay attention to this. When I talk about a text box, I'm talking about this. When I talk about a label, I'm talking about this. Text box, label. Text box, label. Now, the instructions. Please select the text box in the Why I'd Make a Great Companion column. That means we just click here, everybody. Then the next step says, press and hold Shift and click to select the label for Why I'd Make a Great Companion. So I'm going to hold Shift with my non-mouse hand. Non-mouse hand on Shift. Mouse hand, we're clicking this. Why I'd Make a Great Companion. And then let go of Shift. So everything is selected. Everything should be selected. Okay. Next. We already opened the property sheet, so here we go. Width, everybody, 3.2. You don't have to put the inches in. Just put 3.2 and press Enter. So over here, width. Right now it says 2.2917. Get rid of that. It's 3.2. Enter. So we're changing the width over here to 3.2. Next, we're changing the left property to 7. So left is right here. Right now it says 5.6667. We're going to get rid of that. Just type a 7 and press Enter. So, for practical reasons, if you're wondering what left 7 means, it means from this dashed line over here, it is 7 inches on the paper to the left side of this column. Okay? And the width is just the width of this column. So that's what the left 7 means. Now, we're going to adjust the next column. So what do I click on next? What word? What's the next one? Tan. So we're going to click there. So we're going to click that text box. Then you're going to take your other hand and hold down Shift. And we're going to click the color label above tan right here. And then we're going to let go of Shift. Again, if you don't do this, if you don't hold down Shift and click the label, it's going to take all of the text boxes and move them over without moving the label. And it's going to look really weird. Okay, here we go. So that was step F. The width is 1.5 inches, left is 5.4. So we're going to change width right here to 1.5. And left is 5.4. So we're going to get rid of left. We're going to type in 5.4. Again, real life, we don't do it this way. We just drag the column. You can just drag the column widths. Make it look nice. Okay, ready for the next one? You're ready. You're ready for the next one, right? Step I. We're going to set the width for the gender column and label to 0.6 and 4.7. So again, everybody watch. We're going to click the M. We're going to hold down Shift. And we're going to click Gen. You notice it's cut off up here. So make sure that those are all selected. And then the numbers for this one, step I, is 0.6, not 6. It's 0.6 and 4.7. So we're going to get rid of the width here. 0.6, enter. Left, we're going to get rid of that and type 4.7. Enter. You notice the gender shows up now. It's not cut off anymore.
So width.
0.6, not 6. And then left is 4.7.
Which one?
Width is 0.6,
Yes.
left is 4.7.
4.7.
And that you press enter and it should move it over like that. Okay, next one. What's the next one? Age. So we click 3 years, hold down shift, and click age. By the way, it doesn't matter what order you click those. You can click age first and then hold down shift and click 3 years. If that's what you want to do, I'm okay with that. All right, here we go, everybody. Step J. The numbers for this one are 0.5 for width and 4.1 for left. So we're going to come over here to width. It's 0.5 or 0.5. And then left is what? 4.1? 4.1. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Let's try that again. 4.1. And it moves the column over there, like that. Okay. Next, the next one is tricky. We're going to do the same thing we've just done to the other 4 columns. So what are we going to click on next? Terrier Cross Chihuahua. We're going to hold down shift and click breed. All right. Now, there's 2 parts to this, everybody. The first part, we're going to change the width and the left again, those values. But then, the instructions are going to have you only click on the text boxes to change the height. So I'm just letting you know this ahead of time before we do it. So here we go. Let's go to the instructions. So the width for this one is 1.3, left is 2.6. So let's make those changes first. So width is 1.3, so that means we're making it smaller. You'll see why in a minute when we change the height. And left is what? 2.6. So we're going to change this to 2.6. All right. Now I'm going to stop for a second until I see everybody in the class nodding. Always one per. All right. Okay. Everybody up here good? All right. Next. Follow along. We're going to click once. Once, everybody. Right here. On Terrier Cross Chihuahua only. Just click once there. So it deselects breed. I need you to click there so it deselects breed. Now, we're going to change, that was step L. Step M, we're going to enter in 0.5, check it out everybody, 0.5 in the height property. So that's the only one we're changing here. So over here, where it says height, right here, we're going to change that 0.2292, we're going to get rid of that, and type in 0.5, enter. And then look what it did. Look what it did, everybody. Now you can read it. Again, we don't do this in the real world. Okay. Let me be honest. How many times do you honestly think I've dealt with the property sheet in the real world, all the databases I've dealt with? Not one time. All right. So, it's like I said, you don't do this. I'm just showing you this. You'll notice that you can freely drag these. Like you can create the width yourself. You don't need the property sheet for that. And look, you can do the height and you can do the width. Just by dragging. And that's what we do in real life. Okay, what's the next one? Dog. So go ahead and click dog. Hold down shift and click type. And then let go. So this one we're not doing the height, we're just doing the left and the width again. Or the width and the left again. So here it is. Step N. Width is going to be 0.7. Left is going to be 1.8. So here we go. Width is 0.7. Left is going to be 1.8. And that should move the column over and the label Right there. Okay, I'm going to wait a second. Let me know, everybody, please. I know my back row, my back two rows are always, my front row is always with it. Everybody good? Yes? Okay, great. Thank you for helping. Okay. All right, so the next one. We're going to click on Alec. Hold down Shift. Click Pet Name. Now, let me tell you something, everybody. In a moment, I believe Pet ID is going to get cut off. And so I'll show you what we're going to do in a minute, okay? But next up is Pet Name. And for that one, it says we're setting the width to 1. Left is 0.7 this time. So width is 1. Left is 0.7. Yes, so you notice Pet ID got cut off, everybody. So, for the last column, I'm just going to dive right into this because we've been doing this for all the other columns. I would like you to click right here, right now. Put your pointer to the left of Alec and watch. See how it turns into another 4-way arrow right here to the left of Alec? Click exactly there. Then hold down Shift and click Pet ID above it. Because you notice how it's cut off, so we got to fix that. So here we go. With everything selected, here's the last one. It's 0.4 and 0.2. So width is 0.4, left is 0.2. And that's the last one we have to do for this. Thank goodness. I was freaking out about that. All right. 0.4 for width, 0.2 for left. Yeah, it's literally 0.2 of an inch from the left. Again, had you been faced with this, you would have been dragging. You would not have dealt with the proper sheet once. I promise you that. Okay. Hey, publishers, just let us drag them. All right. Next. Good job, everybody. Save the report. I hope you know how to save. Some of you are smirking. Yes, I know you know how to save. All right, so here we go, everybody. Now we're going to edit the header and the footer sections. And here's how we're going to do it. Click the text box with the date in it. Right here. Click the date. Now, we're going to change the left property to 7.3. We're only dealing with left. We're not dealing with width. So over here under left, we're going to change that 4.98. Get rid of it. 7.3, enter. And it moves it all the way over to the right.
Yes.
Okay. Next, step C. Click to, so all we're going to do, everybody, check it out. You can copy and paste this from the instructions. You don't want to type this, do you? We're going to copy pets available for adoption from the instructions. Check it out. This is how I'm going to do it. This is real hard. Ready? I'm just going to double click in there and boom, pets available for adoption. So just make sure that it's all highlighted. Once it's highlighted, paste over it. It should say pets available for adoption. I hope nobody's typing that in. People at home, I hope you're not typing it in. That's between me and you. Good? We're good? All right. Now, I always get questions about this one. Click outside the label to save the changes. Ladies and gentlemen, all you do is just click here. All right. Just click there. Okay. We're good. Next, step F. We're going to scroll down to the bottom of the report. And when they mean the bottom of the report, they mean all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to click the page number. And check it out. Once we click the page number, we're going to type 9 in the left property. So watch what I'm doing. I'm going to take the scroll bar right here. I know it looks like a short report, but it's not. I'm going to scroll down until I get all the way to the bottom. And there's the page. There's the page number. So I'm going to click on the page number. And left, we're going to change left to 9. We're going to get rid of the 2.95, whatever. Type a 9, press enter. And it moves the page number over to the right. Okay. Hey, guess what, everybody? We're done with the property sheet. You can either just click the X over here or push F4 again to close it. I'm just going to close it manually over here. Bye, property sheet. See you later. Save it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the hard part is done. We are past the hard part. Now it's time for the rest. Ready? Because when we create the form at the end of this, you're going to love this. When we create the form for the second part of this, all the data is already there. We don't have to do anything with the data. We're just creating a form, and that's it. All right, here we go. We are now going to add grouping and sorting to the report. So, it's up to you if you want to go back up to the first page. I mean, I guess you could. I will. I'm just going to drag this back to the top. All right. So now, here we go, everybody. You ready? So in the Report Layout Design tab, that's where you should be right now, we're going to click over here on this button here in the Grouping and Totals group called Group and Sort. Go ahead and click on that. So what appeared at the bottom? It says Group, Sort, and what? Group, Sort, and Total down here at the bottom. Correct. So the first thing we're going to do, step B, is we're going to add a group. Now wait, everybody, wait. Before you add a group, it's going to automatically ask you what field you're going to do this on. So check it out. We're going to click Add a Group, or we're going to click the Type field. So we're going to do B and C together. So down here at the bottom, Add a Group. And we're going to choose Type right here, the Type field. Click that. Okay, now at the bottom you should see Group on Type with A on top and More. So guess what we get to click for step D? We get to click More. Now check this out before we do this. Well, fine, let's click on More. Let's just click on More. Let's click More down here. It says More. There's an arrow. All right, so you will notice all this stuff after you click More. What they would like us to do is, darn it, I gotta ban somebody already. Hang on, I gotta ban a chatter. Because they're trying to sell me stuff. They're trying to sell me stuff. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna change, everybody, we're gonna change. Do not keep group together on one page. We're gonna change this to keep header and first record together on one page. So we'll keep the header and the first record together on the same page. So here we go. So right here is the drop down. Do not keep group together on page. We're going to change that to keep header and first record together on one page. You'll notice that it collapsed it again. Now, if you're like really worried about this, like did I do it right? You can always click More right here and just check it. Right. All right. Good work, everybody. Next. Now we're going to click on Add a Sort. So check this out. So here we go. So down here, look, it says Add a Sort. Let's click that. And the field it wants us to choose is, I probably should have done that all in one step. Step G, the ID. So after you click Add a Sort, we're going to choose the ID field. So we're choosing ID. All right. All right, so now, does yours down here say Group on Type and then Sort by ID?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's good. I thought I had done something wrong. Okay, so I have good news for you. Now they want us to close. Now, hold on. Let me give you a piece of advice here. Down at the bottom right, for this step, they want you to click on this X and not, because if you click that, all the work you just did for that, poof. So we want this X, this one. Close that, click that X. It's this one online, people. This one here. It says Close Grouping Dialog Box. I'm talking to you. Close that. That's why I get all the views, because I talk to people. Okay, all right. Kidding. Okay, so here we go. To prove that it worked, step I, scroll to the top of the report, which I think we already did. The first record should be Tate and 8. That rhymes. So I'm going to scroll. Oh, I got to scroll back up. Okay, fine. Hey, look, I got 8 and Tate.
Yes.
Okay, great. That rhymed. Save it, everybody. All right, next, we are going to apply conditional formatting to the letter M in the gender field. And here's how we're going to do it. We've done conditional formatting before in this class. Now we're going to do it again. So we're going to go to the Format tab. Format tab. And it says, oh, sorry. Before we do that, what does it say for A?
Click any cell.
Click any cell in the gender column. That means it doesn't really matter what you click. I'm just going to click on the M to be safe. Now, you're supposed to go to click on the conditional formatting button, which is right here, everybody. It says conditional formatting, big old button. All right, if we don't have any rules, what button should I click on?
Okay.
New rule. If we don't have, we do have to create a rule. I should have asked it like that. Yes, new rule. Let's go ahead and click new rule. All right, so for this one, so that was step C. I don't think we have to select the check values in the current record because it's already there, right? Yes, it's already selected, so we don't have to do that step. Select equal to is the comparison. So here we're going to change between to equal to. Okay. And if we want this to be equal to the capital letter M, should I probably type in a capital letter M right here? So we're going to click here in the blank cell, capital letter M. So that was step F. Step G, we're going to click bold and select dark blue font color like this. Bold. And font color is this one. In the lab the other day, I kept watching people choose the other one as the font color. This is the font color. And dark blue is the fourth one from the left. Click that. You see the preview now? Bold and dark blue. So the next thing we're going to do, now if we're done adding rule, or if we're done with this rule, what do we click? We click OK. That's step H. Now, hold up. When you're back here, you have to click apply. Otherwise, the rule will not be applied. So click apply. You'll notice that the M here is blue now. So that's how you apply conditional formatting to a column. And if I'm done with this, I click what? After I click apply, what do I click?
Okay.
OK. Very good. Good job, everybody. Good job, good job. We're almost done. It's only 10:33. I thought this was the hard one. Save it. We are. We're in the home stretch here. We're done before 11 today. Woohoo! Okay. I'm gonna go get something that has cranberry in it. So anyway, 10A. I like cranberries. It's the season. No, we don't do the canned stuff. At home, we actually take the cranberries and make that. All right. So anyway, the canned stuff. Ugh, I've seen enough of the canned stuff already. All right. Select the text box in the pet ID column. So we're just going to click on the 8. Go ahead and click on the 8. Now, bless you. Now we're going to get a count of the records for each of our groups. So we're going to go to the Report Layout Design tab for step B. And we're going to click on the total. Now check it out, everybody. We're going to click this button right here, the Totals button, right next to Group and Sort. And we're going to choose Count Records from the menu that appears. Okay? Click that.
I'm sorry, where?
So Report Layout Design tab,
Yes.
Totals button right here,
Yes.
Count Records.
Yes.
So, I'm going to be very upfront with you all, like I am every semester with this video. In the real world, if I'm presented with this, like printed on paper, and I see a rogue number 1, see what I selected over here? I see this strange rogue number 1 here. I'm not going to know what that means. So usually, I would put something to the effect of, somewhere in here, total records. Even if I have to manually draw a box and type into it on the report, I would put total record, or total cats. or something, so that people just don't wonder what that strange number 1 is that's just like floating on the screen. All right, I'm done. I'll get off my soapbox on that. All right, save it. All right. You know what, everybody? You know what? I don't want you to do number 11. I do want you to do number 12. That's called close the report. I liked that. Let's close the report. So step 11, just to let you all know, it was simply just look at the report and print preview. Just trust me, it works. It looks good. All right, everybody, look. Look. There's step 13. Then watch this. Look, step 13. And then watch. Step 14. And then, oh, look, we're finished. Okay, let's do this. I'm getting excited. It's only 10:36. Okay, I said this was the hard one. All right, so next. Talked about forms very, very briefly in the lecture on Tuesday. Now we're going to create a form from existing data. So here's what I would like you to do. Do not double click this. I want you to single click over here on the left. Single click just once like that. Just make it pink or salmon or whatever that color is. Just click once on that. Okay, now everybody, we're going to create the form. So we're going to go to the Create tab. We're going to go to the Forms group. And we're going to click the More Forms button and then choose Split Forms. So check it out. We're going to go Create. Then, here's Forms. There's More Forms. We're going to click that drop-down arrow. And we're going to choose Split Form. So this form is going to have a datasheet view and a design view all in one form. Check it out. Here we go. Look at that. Or excuse me, it's layout view. So you have layout view up here, datasheet view down here. Congratulations, you created a form. Was that hard or what? No? You're like, Nick, that's all we have to do in Access to create a form? Yes, it is not rocket science. Okay, so next step, everybody. We are going to click the Arrange tab up here. We are going to click the Select Layout button, which is over here in the Rows and Columns group. There's Select Layout. And that selects the entire layout. So once again, Arrange tab, Select Layout. Now we're going to add some padding to it. So we're going to click the Control Padding button in the Position group. Here's the Position group. Here's the Control Padding button. We're going to click that. And we're going to choose Medium. It was medium, right? I hope. I'm sure somebody will tell me. So you notice it gives it a little bit more space between the cells when we choose medium padding. And click inside the form to deselect the layout. That means click somewhere over here. Just click somewhere over here to deselect the layout. Okay, now look at what it says, everybody. When we save the form, it says accept the name and just click OK. So Control S to save it and click OK. Just click OK. We'll call it owners. That's fine. Yay! Look on the left. We have a form. By the way, you're all going to love queries in 2 weeks. They are easy. Easy money. For searching on data, it is easy. I'm the query master. So here we go. Why does he always do that right before the end of the project? All right, well, I'm sure I would too. He's probably already done. All right, so anyway. Now we're, ooh, look, friends, it's property sheet time again. So step 14A, we're going to sort the records on the form. So we're going to open up the property sheet. Again, for those of you that don't have F4, it's the Form Layout Design tab and Property Sheet button is over here under Tools. But for the rest of us, we're going to do it this way. Now, ready everybody? Before we do step B, I would like you to copy, this from step C before we do step B. Just copy that.
Owner's last name.
With the brackets. With the brackets. Because yeah, if we don't have the brackets, it won't work. Alright, now we'll do step B. Click the drop down arrow and choose form. So check it out. Over here, it says detail. We don't want detail. We're going to change this to form. Which is right underneath detail, right here. So click form. Now, it wants us to put this in the order by property box. But I don't see an order by property box, do you?
No. I see order by.
There, here we go, the data, right here, the data tab. So make sure that this says form, make sure this says data. And look, here's order by. It's blank. I'm just going to paste it. Boop. Control V.
Where is that?
Right here, order by.
Order by.
We're just going to paste it in here. And just press enter after you paste it in, just push enter.
Okay.
And it will show it right there. And then it says, if necessary, but mine already says yes for order by on load. Does yours already say yes?
Yes.
Great. Close the property sheet, save and close the form. Close the property sheet. Now save the form. Now you notice right now, everybody, it is not sorted by owner last name. So I want you to close it. And then I want you to reopen it. Double click the owner's form over here on the left. Ta-da! It's sorted by owner's last name. Right here. Starts with Moyer and then goes down like this. By the look of excitement on all of your faces, I'm assuming you got it correct. Okay, great. Thank you for being so exciting today. All right, so that's all. So that was all of step 15. We were just opening the form to test it. So what do we do now? We're done. We're done. We're done. 1042. We're done. This was the hard one. This was supposed to be the hardest one. Now you're all like, that wasn't the hardest one. That wasn't the hard. Please tell me I got 100 again. Wait a minute, I haven't missed a point on any of the projects yet. I think on the quiz I missed one, but it did give me like a 75 and I was like, what? I resubmitted it and got 100. That's right. Ooh, that's 22 points. All right, that's close enough. So anyway, people at home, thank you. Thank you for all the views and subscribers. I hope you all have a lovely rest.